A U.S. Army reservist is identified as the victim of a deadly shooting over the weekend at Fort Eisenhower. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Will Rio.
And I'm Dana Halliburton. Authorities say Andre Stewart of Clarksville, Tennessee was killed Saturday morning at on-post housing. This prompted a lockdown at the Army post and the arrest of a suspect. That suspect you see on your screen now identified as 25-year-old Natravian Landry from Abbeville, Louisiana.
Hallie Turner is live in the newsroom for us with how court documents are shedding light on what police think happened that day. Hallie.
Yeah, these documents allege Landry arrived on post at 4:45 Saturday morning for drill duty that ended at 7, giving him room for a break until 8 a.m. During his break Saturday morning, investigators say Landry was visiting the mother of his child, and when he got to the house at 7:15, he found Stewart and the woman inside. Moments later, a fight breaks out, sending chaos across the Army installation. Celestine James has called Fort Eisenhower home for the last 4 years, but she's never heard anything like she did 2 days ago.
I was in bed and was awakened by the PA system with an announcement saying not to leave your dwelling. We were on lockdown. We're on lockdown. Active shooter, do not leave your dwelling. And it was like, whoa, what's going on?
It was a shooting, leaving U.S. Army Sergeant Andre Stewart Jr. dead, putting post in high alert, issuing a lockdown, sending law enforcement on a mission, and confusion across the post.
My children were asking me, Mom, what's going on? What's going on? And then you're immediately running around making sure that the doors and the windows, everything is secure. And you're looking out to make sure, okay, there's nobody out there, because you just didn't have a lot of information other than what we were receiving over the PA system every 15 to 20 minutes.
Court documents say Andre Stewart was in a home with a woman when Landry arrived. In the documents, the woman tells investigators she turned toward Stewart and Landry shot him. A family member was visiting at the time and said Landry got into the house, went up the stairs, and hit Stewart with the gun, then shot him. That's when they say Landry took off. Post commanders issued a lockdown at 7:50, but 1 minute before the lockdown, Columbia County Dispatch issued this call to deputies at 7:49 Saturday morning.
Central cars in the area of Gordon Highway at County Line. Be on the lookout for a black male wearing a military uniform, driving a black Toyota Camry. His shots fired on base. He left from Gate 5, direction of travel unknown. Out of Central 0749.
Military police were able to ping his cell phone and spot him on camera. Landry was arrested 3 hours later south of Atlanta. While post operations have returned to normal, James says emotions have not.
And a lot of people are still kind of nervous because it's again, it hits close to home.
Now, Landry is currently behind bars waiting on his next court hearing.
Staying on top of this for us, Hallie, really since this weekend with a lot of new information coming down today with the identification out of the names.
Yeah, and still more details to uncover here as he awaits his next court hearing. Hallie Turner live for us in our newsroom. Thanks again, Hallie.